from Seattle.
Okay, here's what we're taking on today in your workplaces. We've been talking about this new doctrine of division. You cannot think differently than me. 56% of executives in a survey released recently say that disclosure of workers' political affiliations could negatively impact their careers. What? I have invited an author, speaker, and workplace culture expert to take this on. Bobby Albert, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, Michelle, and happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Now, you're from out of state, but man, if you're in the area, you need to join us out there for the birthday party. And I'll tell you what, no matter what your political affiliations, you will be completely welcome.
Well, I appreciate the offer, but I don't think I'll be nearby. So.
That's okay. Maybe next year. The problem in America has been this idea that we have settled science and we have no diversity of ideas. You cannot challenge anything in America, and yet. That's really the premise of free speech, freedom of ideas, freedom of exchange. But where does that line get crossed in the workplace? Where is it okay to say, yeah, I'm left-wing, yeah, I'm right-wing, and just to feel okay about that? Or should we just shut up and do our work?
Well, you know, politics has always been discussed in the workplace. But if I might share this, is our country was founded on two core values, and that is freedom and responsibility. And when I say responsibility, I'm talking about personal responsibility. And I can assure you that all of us have got the word freedom down, because if you just talk to all your friends and just listen in the news, everybody is they're all declaring, what are my rights? What are my rights? But the other side of the coin is this personal responsibility. And before this recent election, people had personal responsibility to respect and dignify other people of different political viewpoints. But this election really brought out the worst of us, in that people seems to be more interested in putting you down rather than lifting you up. They're more concerned about the speck in your eye rather than the plank that's in their eye. And
I feel like I'm in church. Preach it.
Yeah, I know. Well, I am here. And, you know, they're personally attacking people rather than the issues. And the sad thing is our national leaders who are setting the example, and the media is following right along, is people do what people see. And when our national leaders behave this way, people think this is the way we should do it.
Wow. Well, this is interesting. Now, we'll talk more about what's going on in the country, in the workplace. But I'd like you to give us some one-on-one help, because as we navigate this diversity and yet division in America, on a personal level, you've inspired me, because what I need to remember is, yeah, this is going on. I should have the right to think how I want and to express how I want. But there is a danger. We've seen many instances. We just talked with Stacey Washington, who was suspended because she wrote an op-ed piece that they didn't like. So it's out there. So maybe on a personal note, it may be a good thing. I'm going to ask you about this, Bobby Albert, the workplace culture expert. Is a good thing for me to go to work thinking I'm not here to be combative? Maybe the hope for America might be in me uplifting and appreciating people who are different than I am. Well,
there's some very practical advice to give people, and this was the motto that we used in our hiring practice, and that is that when in doubt, leave them out. And the same thing could be applied now, because this talking politics in the office has become so divisive and so emotional that it can destroy the workplace. And what I mean by it, one of the main responsibility of a leader of an organization is to develop a team. And when they allow this to get out of hand, it will destroy the team. And when that team gets destroyed, I can assure you that customer delight will fall and profits will decrease. But just think of this in another practical way, talking about freedom and responsibility here, is that most sports have boundary lines of some nature. And when you go out of bounds, the clock stops, or you turn the ball over, or you get penalized, or something happens when you go out of bounds. And so this is the part of, yes, we do have this wonderful freedom to express ourselves, but there are some boundary lines that you have to understand to respect and dignify the other person with a personal responsibility.
Well put. We need to be part of the solution and not part of the problem, in other words.
Exactly.
I so appreciate it. Bobby Albert is a workplace culture expert. He's an author. He's a speaker. And I hope you'll join us again on Live from Seattle, because from time to time, I think in the workplace, we need to get straightened out a little bit. Need a little advice.
Well, thank you. I enjoy being on your show.
All right. We'll do it again then. Bobby Albert. You can go to bobbyalbert.com to find out more information.